The 6th of June 2015, a historic day for Barcelona, the last time the club lifted the Champions League trophy. Then came the painful Rome, Anfield, Flick's Bayern, and many football tragedies in the most prestigious club tournament in the world. For years, Barcelona lived in a kind of permanent depression every time the Champions League came around. The name of the tournament alone was enough to bring back the scars. And then a miracle. Hansi Flick arrived and turned the atmosphere upside down. Suddenly, there was belief again. Last season was supposed to end with at least a final. The dream was alive until Milan crashed it. Another heartbreak. It was painful. The players' tears, the missed chances, the kind of images that stay with you and drag you into sadness. And how does the club respond to this? Oh, this must be seen. Let's watch once again this promo for the new Champions League season. And it hits, right? The message is clear. We remember the pain, but it made us stronger. Now it's time, the new Champions League challenge. Credit to the media team, they nailed the tone. Among fans, the reaction was instant. People felt the aura, the ambition, and the direction. It all points one way, back to winning. Champions League 2025-2026. This is the moment. That's the motto Barcelona carried into the season. And straight away, Raphinha's words come to mind. After winning La Liga, he said, "In the Barcelona squad, I have won everything in Spain. Now it's time for the Champions League." Lamine Yamal was just as clear after the elimination. "We gave everything. This year it didn't work out, but we will come back. Do not doubt this, Jules. We will not stop until we return this club to where it deserves to be, at the very top. I will fulfill my promise and I will bring it to Barcelona. We will not stop until we win it." Now the new start raises the question, where does Barcelona stand in the balance of power across world football? Lewandowski put it like this in the latest interview. Premier League clubs are among the favorites as well, but you still have Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG. In the Premier League, they pay a lot. You see the players, they are buying for big prices when players don't even have one good season, he said. And essentially, that's how it is, though he forgot to mention Bayern. The new Real Madrid under Xavi Alonso is looking unstoppable. No losses, winning everything, and killing Mbappe in terrifying form. It seems that this season both Real and Mbappe will throw everything at taking back the crown, not just of Europe, but of Spain itself. PSG, the first big test comes on October 1st. Luis Enrique's project hasn't lost its edge, but injuries are biting hard. Against Barcelona, Dembélé, Doué, Kvaratskhelia, Beraldo, and Lee will all be missing. Bayern is strengthened with Luis Diaz, Deco's obsession player. And in general, Vincent Kompany's team is showing one of the most dominant styles in modern football. This is a real German machine that can run over anyone on a good day. And then there's the Premier League. Unlimited resources, endless transfer spending. Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, Chelsea, all frightening in their own ways. The league spent over 3 billion euros this summer alone. And Barcelona better not even bring up financial fair play, right? Before we continue, if the content here isn't enough, there's always the Barcelona Live app. I use it myself when preparing these videos. The link is in the pinned comment. Let's keep going. Right now, the club lives with the hope of returning to the renovated Spotify Camp Nou. That alone is a powerful boost on the road to the Champions League. And it looks likely that the PSG match will be played there, finally, back home in Barcelona's temple. And what a return against the reigning champions. Symbolic, isn't it? They're finally facing each other, Barcelona and PSG, the final everyone wanted to see. But here's the question, what are Barcelona's trump cards? On paper, rivals look stronger. The summer was full of struggles, the season started shakily. Those first 3 matches were summed up perfectly by Hansi Flick's words. Ego kills success. Now let's look back at the last 2 Barcelona teams that lifted the Champions League trophy. The 2011 final, starting lineup: Victor Valdés, Dani Alves, Mascherano, Piqué, Abidal, Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, Villa, Pedri. Coming on as substitutes: Puyol, Seydou, Keita, and Ibrahima Afellay. The 2015 final, Ter Stegen, Alves, Piqué, Mascherano, Alba, Busquets, Rakitic, Iniesta, Messi, Suárez, Neymar. Coming on as substitute, Xavi, Pedri, and Mathieu. These were legendary lineups, and of course, having Messi alone gave those teams almost supernatural power. So what about today? how do the current names compare? Victor Valdez Ter Stegen versus Joan García. The club has placed its bet on the Spanish goalkeeper, and in truth, he is the main reinforcement this season. Szczesny had a fantastic last season, but in the decisive matches with Inter, he did not give the team what it needed: maximum reliability. Some goals raised questions. Therefore, 25 million euros for a goalkeeper of Joan Garcia's class is a bargain, and you already saw this in the first matches of the season. His reflexes, his bravery, people at the club are impressed. Some even call him the reincarnation of Victor Valdez, only with higher potential. So, in position number 1, Barcelona looks secured. We move on. Dani Alves versus Jules Koundé. The legendary Brazilian against the French universal player who was named among the best right-backs in the world last season. Yes, Koundé needs to get back to the insane form of 2024-2025 to truly match Alves in the championship years. Yes, he's more defensive, but his link-up with Lamine Yamal sometimes feels like a modern echo of the Messi-Alves connection. Piqué and Mascherano versus Cubarsí and Eric, plus Araujo and Christensen. Here's where the question begins. Flick's system with aggressive offside traps is always risky. Cubarsí is growing and could become the new Mascherano, but who will play the Piqué role? That's still unclear. Eric, Araujo, and Christensen all have the potential for a standout season, but losing Inigo left this zone exposed. For now, it's the main Achilles heel and the key area that could decide Barcelona's Champions League fate. Abidal Alba against Balde. Alejandro Balde has the pace, no doubt, but injuries keep holding him back, so it's too early to place him on the same tier as those legends. The depth helps. Gerard Martin and Geoffrey Torrens are strong options, and with Marcus Rashford in the squad, the left flank can stay dangerous even if Balde is absent. The midfield trio. Then it was Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, and Rakitic. Now it's Pedri, Frankie, Gavi, Fermin, Bernal, Casado, and Olmo. The main ones can be considered the trio of Pedri, Frankie, and Dani Olmo, but at the same time, the level of all the others continues to grow. So here they have healthy competition, which pushes everyone to maximum dedication. Pedri and Frankie play at the elite level, and therefore Barcelona only need the third central midfielder to reach this level as well. And who it will be, that's not so important. The main thing is team success. And finally, the attack. Messi versus Lamine Yamal. There's no need for a long talk. Leo is Leo, Lamine is Lamine. Different styles, different eras, but what's clear, Yamal is already world class. At 18, he's a Ballon d'Or contender. How far he'll go, only time will tell. On the left, Pedro Neymar versus Raphinha. At first glance, Raphinha might look far from Neymar's speed, but the numbers tell us a little more. Neymar has 186 matches, 105 goals, and 76 assists. Raphinha has 148 matches, 57 goals, and 51 assists. Yes, Neymar leads overall, but look at peak seasons. 34 goals and 25 assists in 57 matches, whereas Neymar in the 15-16 season had 31 goals and 25 assists in 49 matches. Right now, Raphinha is in his prime, and with the motivation to carry Barcelona through the Champions League, he belongs in the world-class bracket. And finally, the center forwards, Villa, Suárez against Lewandowski and Varane. Hard to compare because the profiles are so different, but the picture is clear. Barcelona still have a world-class striker in Lewandowski and a high-quality backup in Varane who can step in when needed. Does it equal Suárez and Villa? In pure quality, maybe not. In effectiveness, it can. A younger number 9 would help, but names like Haaland or Alvarez are out of reach. And remember, Flick is options. A false 9 with Raphinha, Rashford on the left like his best days at Manchester United, those adjustments can balance out Lewandowski's loss of freshness. So let's sum it up. Hansi Flick, Deco, and Laporta with the board really pulled off the impossible. In terms of squad level, this team is already close to the legendary size of 2011 and 2015. To reach that level, there's still growing to do, but the foundation is here. And that is why this season has every chance to enter history. Barcelona have lived through years of pain, disbelief, and constant failure in the Champions League. But today it looks different. This is a team Flick rebuilt from the ground up with Deco and Laporta behind him. The core is young talents mixed with world-class stars, built on vision, belief, and hunger for victory. This Barcelona remembers the pain, but turns it into fuel. And if everything goes to plan, this revenge season could mark the start of a new era. An era where Barcelona take back the main crown of European football. So tell me, is this the moment?